Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're here at SeaWorld Orlando because we wanted to do a behind-the-scenes tour of the manatee and sea turtle rescue aspect of the park.
I'm so excited to see the manatee rehabilitation area. We heard that there might possibly be a little baby manatee back there. And the sea turtles, I'm just so excited for this, you guys. We've never taken this tour and I can't wait.
And SeaWorld Orlando is one of the leading rehabilitators and releasers of manatees and sea turtles in Florida. So I'm excited to see what this facility is all about.
Me too.
Let's go have a look.
Yeah.
We're here a little bit early, but one of the manatees is here eating, and there's a little baby right there. As we were waiting for our behind the scenes tour, I wanted to show you guys the progress on Kraken, which will become Kraken Unleashed, a virtual reality experience. They are adding a virtual reality story to Kraken, and they're replacing this eel with a giant squid. It is closed right now because they are doing some maintenance on the track, and it will reopen this summer with a smoother track and VR. I cannot wait. One of the other things that they're adding to Kraken is a virtual queue, so you will get a return time. You won't have to wait in line. Just come back at your allotted time and jump right on the roller coaster. So we're out in front of Turtle Trek, and we are waiting for our behind the scenes tour here at this sign right here. This is the official meeting point for it.
We're glad you're with us today. My name is Jim. I'm going to be your guide for the next about 60 to 70 minutes. We're going to be taking you first over to our manatee area. You're going to see our critical care area. We're going to talk about some of their care back there, and you might even see some sea turtles back there as well that are being cared for right now. But from there, we get on a bus, we go over to Shark Encounter, then you get back on the bus, we're going to go to a special area called the Avian Research Facility, and we're going to touch another animal there. Anybody tell me what it is?
A bird?
A penguin, yes! SeaWorld Orlando is the #1 facility in the world for the rescue and rehabilitation of these very special animals. We are on call 24 hours a day, every day of the year, to rescue any ill, injured, orphaned marine mammal, wildlife, or waterfowl. We bring them here to the park, we rehabilitate them, and our goal is to release them back into their natural habitat. However, that decision is not ours to make. Here in the United States, it's the U.S. government that decides when or if animals like these will be released. Our people consult with the state, and then the Manatee Rehabilitation Partnership will decide if the animals are released, and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission will then select a nice safe area to take them to. You may have already noticed all the plant life floating in the water. That is the manatee's food. Manatees are herbivores, as you may know. They are plant eaters, in other words, and they will eat about 4 to 9% of their body weight each and every day. So what you're seeing in there is romaine lettuce. Any of you like Caesar salad? Oh yeah. Yeah, well they got a lot of that every day, but I'll tell you their favorite food is actually fresh spinach. This is the Manatee Critical Care Pool. This is the shallower of the two pools. This one is 5 feet, the one on the left is 10 feet, but this one on the right has a very special feature that has a false bottom for a floor. And it makes it a lot easier to take care of them medically. So if we want to feed them specially or change a bandage or whatever the vets want to do, we can bring the animals to us very simply instead of having to drop the water level down. Now one of them in here is Uma. Uma, she has scarring around both of her flippers, and that was from fishing line that became entangled around it. That is one of the common reasons that we have to bring them in, is because of entanglement. Another key reason we rescue manatees is because they're orphaned. Also, boat strikes are all too often occurrences for them. This is the filtration system for our Turtle Trek exhibit. We've also rescued close to 2,000 sea turtles here at SeaWorld. And our rescue vehicle, over here to the right, is named Dundee. Motor is in the middle, yeah, right here in the front middle. That way we can bring the animals in from the rear. So it's specially designed to kind of bring in the animals. We want to do it very carefully.
This is the bird barn.
We have a lot of birds here in the park. We actually rescue more birds than any other animal. Last year, I think the number was around 579 birds that were brought in. This is a water coaster. It's part traditional water plume, and it has a 60-foot drop, and it's also part roller coaster. Over here on the left is our newest addition. This is Mako, the tallest, longest, fastest roller coaster in Orlando.
Here they are doing some work on Kraken.
It has 7 inversions, 65 miles an hour. We're actually being upgraded now to Kraken Unleashed, which will be reopening. It's going to have virtual reality attached to it. So it's going to be an even bigger adventure than ever before.
We got off underneath Mako, and we're heading into the Shark Encounter to get a behind-the-scene look at the sharks.
Now there's over 450 different kinds of sharks that have been identified in our oceans, and only a handful have ever been associated with attacks on humans, and it's usually our own fault, as I'm going to get into. So in here, we have 3 white-spotted bamboo sharks. They're not full-grown yet, but they're actually not very big sharks to begin with. They're only going to grow to be about roughly 3 feet long. Okay, it feels very smooth. If you go back about an inch or so, it's going to feel like a very fine sandpaper. What you're feeling are their scales. They're called dermal denticles. Really interesting. As you can see, they're nice and still for us. After we stick the food into a bucket, pull out a fish, and that way we can feed them one at a time, and we know exactly how much each shark is getting. We're in the main aquarium inside this building.
You did it. It's the first time you've ever touched a shark.
I know, that was scary.
Why? They're little tiny sharks.
I don't know, it's great.
What did we learn?
I learned that more cows kill people than sharks.
You're more likely to die at the hand of a cow than at the hand of a shark.
And we have a shirt that actually depicts that. I'll put it up in the corner if you guys want to check it out.
Here's a bunch of different shark's teeth of different kinds of sharks. Here's the megalodon, the biggest shark ever. This is a fossilized tooth compared to the great white tooth. Pretty impressive. And then here is a sawtooth bill. Pretty interesting looking. The sawtooth will come up and stab fish like this, and then they can eat them from that point on.
The main reason people get attacked by sharks, we feel, is because of mistaken identity. If you need proof, look up above your heads there. Squint your eyes and see if you can identify those
I wonder
three
if we can,
shadows.
let's see here. I'm gonna do like
Now, when
this.
you're squinting, they kind of look alike, don't they? But in reality, on the left, you've got a California sea lion. In the middle, you have somebody on a surfboard. And on the right, a sea turtle. But yet the profiles are very similar. And that's why we feel sharks will sometimes attack us. We're simply being mistaken for their natural prey item. On the average, only about 10 people a year die in shark-related attacks. You know how many people died last year? Reported fatalities? 30 people a year in snow skiing accidents. 90 people a year get struck and killed by lightning. By the way, Florida is the lightning capital of North America. I don't know if you knew that. 200 people a year on the average die in deer-related accidents. 500 a year from bee stings, and a whopping 750,000 from all the diseases that mosquitoes carry. But yet the sad fact is, upwards of 100 million sharks are killed by people every year, largely through pinning.
Heading back to the penguin area.
So if
But these
anybody in this group, remember what type of penguin you're about to touch. I only said it once. What do you remember?
South American, but
It is from South America.
Madagascar?
Yes. A what?
Madagascar?
No. Good guess though. It does begin with an M. And it's named for one of our famous explorers, if that helps. Magellanic, for Ferdinand Magellan. Very good. Very good. They're found in places like Chile, Argentina, the Falkland Islands. There's actually 18 species of penguins in the world. All of them are found south of the equator. Some are found in Africa, some in Australia, New Zealand, South America. Only 2 of the 18 actually live on the continent of Antarctica all year long.
And follow Mr. General on the left side of the wall. I know that's
those Magellantic penguins from South America.
I want to thank you so much again for taking this tour today. Again, 10% goes to the SeaWorld Busch Gardens Conservation Fund.
So right now we're passing by some construction walls. This is where the pass holder lounge used to be, and the Nautilus Theater is straight ahead of us. This is where a new rapids ride is going called Infinity Falls. And we're here with our friend Brian from Orlando United, and he wrote an article on the new rapids ride. So we will link to that down below in the description. So after the behind the scenes tour, SeaWorld invited us out to try some of the new dishes that they're having at the Seven Seas Food Festival, now that they're switching over to more of a Latin influence for the second half of the festival.
So if you guys remember Viva la Musica, which is the like Latin-inspired food festival that they have, they've sort of intertwined that into the end of this festival. So if you are a fan of all of those dishes, you're gonna love the second half of the Seven Seas Food Festival.
Well, let's check out some of that food now. I like that. This is a kookaburra?
Yes, yes. His name is Harley.
So you had a beef empanada. What do you think of it?
I did. This empanada has an egg in it, which was a little strange to me because I've never had an empanada with an egg, but I like it. It's really nice. And the outside is like delicious.
Brian Man.
Hi.
Which one did you have?
The chicken empanada.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. Good crunch, good flavor.
Which one did you have?
The chicken empanada, and it's really good. I didn't get egg in the first one. The chicken is like so tender, it's delicious.
It was an excellent trip out to SeaWorld Orlando Resort for the behind the scenes tour and the tasting of the new dishes that are coming for the Seven Seas Food Festival. Also, all the penguins and touching a shark. You got to touch a penguin and a shark today?
I've never done either of those things, so that was like really awesome.
And how cool was it that they do all that work with the manatees?
We learned a lot of really cool information and a lot of really neat information about their rescue efforts. We definitely recommend the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are off and we will see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.